Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2014 commencement ceremony for WGU Washington. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate this special occasion for our friends, families, and loved ones. And take a second to check that your cell phones are muted. But please, don't put them too far away and don't turn them off, because you're going to need them for a pretty exciting media event coming up a little later. The keyword is selfie, so be ready. If you don't have a seat, please find a seat. We'll be starting here shortly. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Please, would everyone stand for the processional and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was Miss Valerie Lopez, who sang a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. We really appreciate that. That's a great lead-off to what's going to be a spectacular morning for all of us. I'd also like to thank the Testatura trio that provided the opening music for you. Thank you. You may all take your seats. Honored graduates, distinguished guests, mentors and staff of WGU, family, friends, and loved ones, I am Jean Floten, Chancellor of WGU Washington. And on behalf of the entire university community, it is my distinct honor and privilege to convene the third annual commencement ceremony of WGU Washington. We are all assembled here today to witness the conferring of awards upon you, our graduates, and to welcome you into the Western Governors University alumni community. You know, looking out into the audience and seeing you donned in this medieval garb of mortarboards, capes, and robes, I remember the historical significance of these symbols. They symbol that you are making a passage, an academic passage, into the community of the learned. And I must say, it's a thrilling sight and a stunning day that all of us have been awaiting on your behalf, graduates. So we celebrate the sweet success that you are experiencing today to meet this important milestone in your lives. It will be a day to cherish, and graduates, you have certainly earned it. Joining me this morning to officiate your ceremony, and please hold your applause until we introduce everyone, is first on this side is Dr. Sam Smith, President Emeritus, Washington State University, and he's the founding member of the Western Governors University National Board of Trustees. Next to him is Don Brunell, recently retired CEO of the Association of Washington Businesses and currently Vice President of Gordon Thomas Honeywell Governmental Affairs. Next is Rich Cummins, who is CEO and President of Columbia Basin College. It's my pleasure to introduce Phyllis Gutierrez Kinney, former state representative and Vice President of Leadership and Economic Development for CMAR Community Health Centers. It's my pleasure to introduce Major General Tim Lowenberg, who served as Adjutant General of the State of Washington and is currently Vice President Gordon Thomas Honeywell Governmental Affairs. I'm honored to present your speaker, who will be speaking later, Brian Stadding, who is the President of CenturyLink's Northwest Region, and as I indicated, your commencement speaker this morning.
You forgot this.
Oh, my goodness, thank you. I am not going to be able to leave the stage without introducing a very important person, Al Davis. I am so sorry, Al. Al is principal of a company called Revitalization Partners and has been a really enthusiastic member of my board. Please forgive me. So following Brian, representing your class graduates are the students who will speak today. The first one is Erin Ussery and Nancy Winchell, earning bachelor's degrees, and they are mother-daughter. I'll let you make the determination of which is who. You're going to enjoy your student speakers. Rodney Wright, who is earning a master's degree today, and Misty Diefenbach. From Western Governors University, from Salt Lake City, our headquarters, we have Mitsu Phillips, who's Associate Provost Mentoring. She'll be putting the hoods on our master's degree people, along with Stacy Ludwig Johnson, who's Associate Provost of Academic Services. And there are other people in the audience from headquarters that have been helping us this last week. I want them to stand. You're going to have a hard time seeing them, but know they're here. Joan Mitchell, who is Vice President of Public Relations, Darren Uppen, who is Vice President of Enrollment, Matt Bunker, who's manager of Alumni Relations. And he, along with an alum, Jen Amato, will be handing out alumni pins to you as you exit the stage today, graduates. We have a very special guest whom I wish to introduce. You know, we are 3 years old last month. Two people were extremely instrumental in creating WGU Washington. I've introduced one, Phyllis Kinney, who was a representative and sponsor of House Bill 8122, and the prime sponsor in the Senate was Jim Castema, and Jim is sitting in the front row. Please stand, Jim. He shepherded our bill through the Senate that created your university. So Jim, Phyllis, and Sam Smith were really the prime movers of getting your university established. And we're really glad to have you here today, Jim. So now you can give a big round of applause to everybody. Okay, thank you. But graduates, you know, getting your degree was certainly not a solo journey at Western Governors University. You had mentors that helped you every step along the way as your teacher, guide, facilitators, coaches. These people are here today to give you your congratulations and to savor your success. Would the mentors please stand and be recognized? You didn't know this would be an interactive ceremony, but it is. You probably couldn't have completed your degree also without the support and sacrifice of your families and loved ones. If you're here supporting a graduate in any way, would you stand? Now I'm going to be really corny. Would you give me a night owl hoot? Hoot! All right, okay. And of course, those that deserve the most recognition this evening are the graduates who entered this room as students and who will leave as alumni. Would all of you please stand so that we may recognize you and your achievement, and then we will roll. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll come back to your exuberance in a few minutes. So that's what I love to hear, the joy and celebration of all of you here today. And you know, although it's only 5 months into this year, I think 2014 is certainly a memorable year. So I'd like to do a modified David Letterman list. I'm certainly not going to go through 10 or you'd run me off the stage. But I'd like to do a memorable event for each of the years that we have been in existence, our 3rd year anniversary and your commencement. So I'm calling it the 3 top most important events in 2014 for Washingtonians. So number 3, do you know that we did an amazing job at the Sochi Winter Olympics this year? Washingtonians actually took 4 medals in the Olympics. And if our state were a country, it would be nestled between Slovenia and Great Britain in the number of awards earned. That's 16th place. I think that's not shabby for a state. What do you think? I thought that was pretty impressive. And number 2, it was quite a year for sports fans, huh? I told you wouldn't be able to hold that exuberance. Did you know the Washington State record was demolished when a veteran river rat landed an enormous walleye from the Columbia River that eclipsed the 20-pound mark? What? That wasn't the sporting event you were thinking of? Okay. Just kidding. The biggest knockout was that the Seattle Seahawks won the 214 Super Bowl. Does that make your... I hope my boss will forgive me, but Stacy, she's from Denver. She's shamed. Okay. And the number 1 reason why this is a great year happens today. 1,054 night owls are celebrating their graduation today, taking positions as teachers, nurses, and business, healthcare, and IT professionals. About 330 of you are here with your loved ones, and Many more are watching via webcast on television, computers, tablets, and cell phones. After all, we are an online university. Just like our TV ad show, we are simulcasting our commencement all over the state, and it will also be available on demand on YouTube, so you can savor the moment as many times as you want. So, do you know what a night owl and the Seattle Seahawks have in common? Well, I'd say a lot. Both started with what seemed like an unattainable dream, set a goal, developed a game plan, and then executed it with quiet confidence. Like the Seahawks, your class statistics are very impressive. I already mentioned there are over 1,000 of you here today, and 593, that's 57% of our grads, are graduating with bachelor's degrees, 452 with graduate degrees, 37% are in the College of Business, 29% in education, 25% in healthcare, and 9% in IT. And I did the math, it does add up. So, your average age is 39. You're a little bit older than the rest of WGU. The youngest is an astonishing 20, and there's several that are 64, which is an age to be proud of. Your average time to degree was 22 months. The national average is 60. You know, Washingtonians are just overachievers. That's all there is to it. And 330 about are you here today, and you brought an average of 7.5 guests with you, so you're truly well loved. Well, not to push the sports analogy too far, but I think of you a lot like Russell Wilson, sometimes dashing to the goal line, sometimes knocked down, sometimes sidelined. But just like the Seahawks quarterback, you ultimately reached your goal. Your graduation is like a Super Bowl championship. It's a crowning glory. Graduates, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you the very best with your degree, and I'm eager to move into our ceremony. So I'd like to move now to introduce your commencement speaker, and I'm thrilled to introduce him, Brian Stadding. He's a perfect choice for commencement for you. With almost 25 years of aggressive experience in telecommunications, he stepped up to become president of the Northwest region of CenturyLink in 2011, which is our anniversary year. He is responsible for the operational and financial success of markets in Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, and Wyoming. His primary focuses include competitive positioning, market share, and network capability and reliability. These probably are familiar terms to our MBA students. And he himself holds an MBA from Northwestern University's prestigious Kellogg School of Management. Brian's very active in the community. He's on numerous boards and commissions. He also is on the Seattle Sports Commission, and if you drove by their stadium, you may know the Seahawks Stadium bears the CenturyLink name. CenturyLink is a significant employer in our region with 3,000 people in their employment, including 2,000 in the greater Seattle area. I'd be honored if you'd help me welcoming Brian. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Jean. And actually, it turns out I need an introduction like that more than ever these days. Because whenever I tell anybody I work for CenturyLink, they automatically think I work at the stadium. It's true. The stadium, we're proud sponsors of CenturyLink Field, the home of the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks and the 12th man. Absolutely. We're proud, very, very proud partners of the Seahawks and the Seattle Sounders FC. Well, I would like to start by welcoming friends, families, distinguished guests, faculty, and obviously you graduates. Congratulations on a magnificent day. I would like to start by saying for all of you that did this by yourself, no help. Congratulations, sit tight. For the rest of you, I would like for this opportunity for you, the graduating class of 2014, to thank all of those who supported you on this journey, including your loved ones, your spouses, your family members, your faculty, and yes, obviously your mentors. You didn't get to this point without them. So put your hand on your right heart, on your heart, turn around, say thank you. It's okay to say I love you. Right? Come on, give it thank you very much. It's okay. Say I love you. The sacrifices you have made to be here today to receive your degree are Herculean. It is not a matter of if you are going to be successful. You are successful today because you're here. It is really a matter of how much more successful you will be. Go hold your heads up high, be proud of your accomplishments, and this is a great day for you. You are proof that Western Governors University effectively provides access to higher education in an affordable and flexible way that reaches the greatest resources in our region. That's you. I truly believe that the competency-based learning educational system aligns with how the real world works. The real world doesn't really care, especially in a couple years, what your letter grade was. It doesn't really care that you sat X number of hours in class. It doesn't really care that you took X number of courses. It just really cares if you are able to do what you say you will do and that you do it well. I know this. I have employees at CenturyLink that are working on getting their undergraduate degree and graduate degrees while they do their jobs. Ultimately, I predict the competency-based approach will become more the educational norm than not in the future. WGU does not grow 600% over the past 3 years unless it's working and it is relevant and has great leadership. I too am a product of a non-traditional education path, much like you, and I have a background that can relate to each and every one of you. I attended a typical 4-year undergraduate institution for a year. Things didn't work out. I moved back home, commuted to a local school, worked multiple jobs to earn money to pay for my undergraduate degree. The difference was I came out of that school with not really knowing what I wanted to do. To be honest, I know I was tired of working in factories. I was tired of working construction. I was tired of working landscaping jobs. I was tired of being too hot in summers, too cold in the winters. My bar was pretty low. I just really wanted to wear a tie and work in an air-conditioned office. So I was approached by, based on my degree, I was approached by a telecommunications executive, and he said, I understand that you're going to be graduating this spring, and I said, yes, I am. He said, do you know anything about electricity? I said, I know enough to stay away from it. He said, that's okay. You're getting your degree in business. We can teach you the technical things on the job, but you have your business degree. Maybe someday, potentially, you'll be able to move into management. I started out as a telecommunications technician. I now have the proud honor and privilege to lead over 1,000 technicians in the Northwest region. They do amazing things, and I truly believe that I work for them. The competency-based reality was never more evident when it came to my graduate degree. I was working in the telecommunication industry, kind of on this technical track for 10 years or so. Our company was going through a major restructuring. Large company, one of the largest restructurings I still have ever seen. I had people that I worked for say, just sit tight, keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing. We're going to take care of you. Once our jobs get set, we'll come in and we'll make sure that you had a job. I said to myself, this is a great opportunity. The company is restructuring. I can reinvent myself. I want to go do something different. I want to use my business degree. I want to be in strategic marketing, business development, corporate, something. I didn't know what they did, but that's what I wanted to do. So through a friend of a friend, I got an interview with the director of strategic marketing and business development of a group. Went through the interview. I actually put my tie on. I had my suit and actually started wearing glasses because I thought it made me look a little smarter. And so I go through the interview, and the hiring director says to me, "I'm sorry, I can't hire you." I said, "Can I ask why?" She said, "Well, 3 reasons. First of all, you're too technical. Secondly," she said, "this job pays less than what you're making today. Thirdly," she says, "we really prefer somebody with an MBA." I said, "I will make you a deal. I will take that job for less money." I said, "If we're here in a year, and if I've exceeded every one of your expectations in that year, and I don't care what the expectations are, but if I've exceeded them, you'll sponsor me for the MBA program." A year and a half later, I was enrolled in Northwestern's Kellogg Graduate School of Business as a corporate sponsor. The bottom line is, it wasn't based on my educational background. It wasn't based on where I went to school. It clearly wasn't based on my academic track record. It was based on doing what I said I would do. People often ask me about leadership. They want to talk about leadership, and that's something that I can talk about for days. But if you're going to boil it down to one fundamental core principle that I believed in since day one, it's I've seen people go through life with their jobs, just coming in, doing enough to get by, trying not to change the status quo, just fly below the radar screen, maybe nobody will notice them, and be able to do their jobs. I felt I really wanted to make a difference. And to make a difference, you got to be willing to make decisions. We are all going to make good decisions. We are all going to make bad decisions. That's just life. But the point of the matter is, if you want to make a difference in life, you got to be willing to stand up and take that challenge. And at the end of the day, if you can stand in the mirror, look at yourself and said, "I made the best decision possible for the right reasons," good things will happen, people will follow you, and you will be a leader. As one of the greatest leaders of all time, clearly within our generation, said, Nelson Mandela, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." Now, you have a great responsibility as a graduate of WGU. You are now, and you will be, the brand of WGU. You will carry this in your professional career. You will carry it in your personal life. You will carry it in your community. And most importantly, you will carry this for the WGU students that follow you. WGU doesn't define you. You will define WGU. Take this responsibility seriously and lead the way. As the great Nelson Mandela also said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." The fact that you had to work in many cases full-time, raise a family, be a primary caregiver, and yes, earn a college degree or advanced degree, you have endured and persevered more than any average college student to get your WGU degree. Therefore, by definition, in my opinion, you are already above average. Now go out and be great. It's your time.
Isn't he a perfect example? Well, thanks so much, Brian, for your uplifting words to our students. And I think the message of what you can do, setting high goals, having determination, and being true to your word will get you. Recently, I talked to students from Leadership Tomorrow that interviewed Brian, and I said to them, "What was your impression of him?" I hadn't met him yet. And the one word that they all said was very authentic, very real, and what he said, his word, you knew that you could take that to the bank. So thanks for demonstrating that, Brian. And now we have the privilege of hearing from the people that are representing your class this year. They will come up in this order, one at a time. Well, in one case, two at a time. Erin Ussery is receiving her Bachelor of Science in Health Informatics, and she's from Linwood. She's here with her mother, Nancy Winchell, who's receiving her Bachelor's of Science in Health Informatics, Shelton. After them, Rodney Wright, who's receiving an MBA in Information Technology Management from Richland, is going to be your speaker, followed by Misty Diefenbach, who's getting her MBA in Management and Strategy from Port Angeles. Welcome your student speakers.
Thank you, Chancellor, for that very lovely introduction. And again, good morning. My name is Erin Ussery, and I am graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Health Informatics.
And I'm Nancy Winchell. I'm Erin's mom, and I also graduate today with a Bachelor of Science in Health Informatics.
It's been very, very exciting for us to get to share this day and this accomplishment together. We know we aren't the only family members graduating today. If you are graduating today with your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, aunt, uncle, or cousin, or any other family member, please stand up for a moment. Please stand up, and thank you. Way to go. And it's just been an amazing journey to have a loved one on this journey with us. You know, my mom and I, we started WGU on the same day back in 2011. I transferred in several credits, but she had to start from the very beginning. And in the same amount of time I completed a truncated program, she completed the whole degree. Yeah.
That's true. I had many more classes to complete than Erin did, but I wasn't working full-time and raising small children.
Yes, indeed. I was very, very busy, that's for sure. But that's what's so great about WGU. It's a program that worked for you and I both. While I may live in the city and have access to many other educational opportunities, you live in a very, very rural area, very, very rural, without a lot of access to educational opportunities. That's why the online program at WGU was a perfect fit for both of us.
The flexibility of the online program is exactly what we both needed, but for very different reasons.
And then when you look at the affordability on top of that, I mean, I didn't have to hit you up for money like I did when I was a kid. I was able to pay my tuition myself due to the low cost, flat fee. But it wasn't all fun and games, I have to say. We both had classes that were very challenging. But because we were doing this together, we could help each other. Whether it was struggling with a database course,
Or doing algebra for the first time since high school, and that's been a long time ago.
or helping each other find research materials.
Or the many pep talks we gave each other before the exams.
Oh yes, the pep talks. Holy cow. They were invaluable. And those are the kinds of things that made finishing this program with you something that we can both be very proud of and have a great sense of accomplishment. While not everyone gets to go to college with their mom, I think we can both say we couldn't have done it if it weren't for WGU. And we'd like to extend a giant thank you to our mentor, and congratulations to our fellow graduates, and thank you very much.
Fist bump.
Chancellor Floten, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends, and attendees, thank you for coming today to our graduation. My name is Rodney Wright. I'm a graduate of an MBA in IT management. I'd like to thank Erin and Nancy for their little stories and back and forth about what it takes to succeed. I'd also like to point out that I am too here graduating with a family member. My sister, Tawny, is sitting down there. Tawny, you want to stand? Say hi to everybody? Okay, sit down. I'm in a time crunch here. Tawny's earned her MBA in healthcare management at WGU and has been by my side every step of the way leading to this very moment. I'd like to talk about the road we've all traveled, and the message I had today is about perseverance. They're long journeys. They're twists and turns, ups and downs, sacrificed holidays and weekends. And that's all just to get here. Like many of you, the literal road for me to get here was a drive over the mountains from the east side, and I'm proud to represent Richland, Benton County, and the Tri-Cities. But looking back on the figurative road to get here, some of you might wonder how I even made it. And I'm going to start off with a story. You know, getting a degree while balancing the responsibilities of real life is really difficult. It's never easy. But for me, besides that, I've had my fair share of health issues. And I know that many of you can relate. The story I'm about to tell you was a turning point in my life, and it's defined who I am today. My brother Troy and I went to the firing range on June 6, 2009, and I believe he's here today too. Give a shout out, Troy. There he is. That today will ever be free in my mind. As we returned home from the range, we set up in the kitchen to clean our weapons. I had a Ruger 40 caliber semi-automatic handgun. I had an accidental gunshot. It threw a 40 caliber hollow point through my upper left thigh, severed the back of my fibula, severed all the nerves, and exited out my left calf. I had about 30 seconds to live if we didn't get that bleeding stopped. And thanks to my brother Troy, who applied direct pressure, he saved my life that day. That split second of bad luck led to 2 weeks in the hospital and 2 years until I was fully recovered. Fortunately for my rehab, I had my wife, my sister, to keep me on track academically. I was on a lot of pain medications, so I had them take a lot of notes for me. Thanks. I wish they could have taken my test too, but they didn't. Both my sister and I earned our bachelor's degree at Columbia Basin College in Pasco, Washington. Go Hawks, right? To this day, I still wear that bullet around my neck. It's a reminder of the fraction of a second that could have derailed my college career forever, or even worse, my life. The second story I'd like to talk about and share happened when I was enrolled at WGU Washington. I suffered a pair of strokes, and the second one paralyzed my right side. I had trouble speaking, staying focused. I was hospitalized a week and then moved to a convalescent center for rehab. As part of my physical rehab, I relentlessly squeezed this stress ball. And I thought about the possible consequences of my stroke and realized it was important that I focus on what I could do and not focus on what I could not do. I was not going to let a setback paralyze my future. I made the decision to keep on going. So I jumped right back into my studies while at the convalescent center and made WGU Washington my mental rehab. Keeping my mind busy helped me focus on my successes rather than my setbacks. And with support of my wife, my sister, and my student mentor, Barbara Benson, I stayed on track and was able to complete my degree. So whether it's the bullet around my neck or the stress ball in my hand or a college degree proudly hung on the wall, each of those are souvenirs I'll always treasure from the long road I've taken to get here today. They serve as reminders that I can overcome any challenge. It didn't stop after a gunshot and 2 strokes. As fate would have it, I also suffered kidney failure and am a cancer survivor. But never giving up and overcoming all odds is what being a WGU Washington Night Owl is all about. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow members of the class of 2014. My name is Misty Diefenbach, and I'm from Port Angeles. I think it's safe to say that for me, and for most of us here today, the expression, good things come to those who wait, bears little meaning. Because for us, good things, the stuff that matters most, are forged in the fires of hard work. At one point or another, we've all recognized this to be true. We've recognized that our good things, the things that matter most to each of us, can only be accomplished by a tireless dedication and commitment to our futures. That realization was our barrier of entry to WGU Washington. That realization was pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. It's, as Chancellor Floten mentioned, not looking to the stars for our destiny, but taking control of our own outcomes. I will never forget the hour, the second, or the moment that I realized that I needed to do the hard work to get where I wanted to be. And I knew the only way to get there was by finishing my education. I knew that without an education, I would have to admit defeat to this world. I would have to acknowledge that the dreams I had for myself and for my children might never be realized, and that there was a real possibility that the me that I envisioned as a child might not be the me that I became as an adult. If there ever were a true success story, it would be mine. My husband and I were living on love in a small trailer in Idaho. We had just had our first son, Ace. Hi, Ace. Hi, Alex. Hi, Reed. My husband was working at a local grocery store, and I was babysitting for a living. So needless to say, we weren't bringing in much of an income. Then I will never forget a moment that a utility worker knocked on my door in the dead heat of summer. We had fallen behind. She turned off our power that day. My son and I spent his afternoon nap in my car with the air conditioning on. The next day, I asked my mom, hi, Mom, to pay my power bill. For those of you that have children, I'm sure that you can understand the disappointment and defeat I felt in those moments in my car. But as I did so, I came to a realization. It was my bootstraps moment, and a moment that changed the trajectory of my life. I made the decision to go back to school. I made the decision to put in the hard work I needed to provide a better future for my family. I made the decision to provide an example to my children, and someday to their children. I enrolled at WGU, where I completed my Bachelor's of Science in Human Resource Management. I, like you, I accelerated, I was motivated, I was excited, and I was ready to conquer the world. The month that I graduated, I was offered a position that paid double per capita income for the state of Washington. But my undergraduate degree wasn't enough. I continued on, and I attained my MBA in Management and Strategy, the degree I'm celebrating with all of you here today. I'm also celebrating a new position, thanks in part to my new credential. I've just recently accepted an Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources position for a school district just across the water. Education is the greatest gift that we can give ourselves. Education has the capability of opening doors, which without it would never be possible. In my case, and I'm sure in most of yours, our education was more than a degree. It was a journey of self-discovery, a challenge that helped us realize our worth and our capabilities, and an example to those that we love, that with enough hard work and dedication, we really can do and be anything if we want it badly enough. The gift of education has made my life so much sweeter, not just because of those with whom I share it, but because of the way that I can share it. Some days, I, like you, look back at these last few years and I feel superhuman. We owe that to our education, our perseverance, and our enduring commitment to our growth and learning. This accomplishment is just the beginning for us. Keep pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Keep putting in the hard work, because it's then and only then that good things happen. Thank you and congratulations. We did it.
What wonderful representatives of your class. Thank you very much, Aaron and Nancy, Rodney and Misty, for telling us your stories, which certainly uplift all of us, and I'm sure many of you can relate to what you heard on the stage. With your spirit and determination, you will continue to reach your dreams. We know that there are many people that have overcome obstacles to get this degree, and we really appreciate your effort. You know what? We heard Rodney's story and we saw the power of that little stress ball. We went out and got one for all of you that's available as you exit, and that's a little momentum from your commencement, and I hope that you use that to help get you through those stressful times. So thanks, Rodney, for that idea. We started this ceremony with a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. America owes our military personnel and veterans an eternal debt of gratitude. May I now introduce Major General Tim Lowenberg, who is the retired Adjutant General for the state of Washington and a member of our Washington Advisory Board, who will make a special presentation to the servicemen and women in your graduating class. General?
Thank you, Jean. There are several stories detailing the origins of a military challenge coin. There are some who trace it back to General George Washington during America's War of Independence. Others attribute it to the World War I or World War II era. But all agree that challenge coins were used to designate the bearer as a member of a special organization, so that if they were separated from their forces, it would identify them when challenged as they attempted to rejoin their own units. In more modern times, challenge coins are used by senior commanders to give on-the-spot recognition to soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen whose duty performance is truly special, members who demonstrate superior achievement and excellence in all they do. I was privileged to serve in the military for nearly 45 years, including 23 years as a general officer. And during that time, I awarded my commander's coin very sparingly to those select few who genuinely earned a special measure of my gratitude and lasting respect. Today, I'm honored to present a Western Governors University Washington Challenge coin to the active duty National Guard, Reserve, and veteran members of this graduating class, each of whom is distinguished by their service above self, their dedication to country, and their commitment to continuing lifelong education. As each graduate steps forward, I'm going to coin them in recognition of the great credit that they and their accomplishments reflect on themselves, their families and loved ones, and Western Governors University, Washington. And the coins are... And someone will read the name of each person.
Right, we're ready.
No, Rodney. Is that Edwards? No, it's Rodney. Oh, sorry. He just changed. Tim, start down there. He can't say it. Sorry.
I think they're having technical problems.
Is that Thomas? Thomas D. Neubauer, Jr., Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. That's not it. Danae Scribner. Oh, apologies. Senior Airman, Air National Guard. Michael Switzer, E-4 Specialist, U.S. Army. David Bowman, Petty Officer, First Class, U.S. Navy. Margaret Gore, Private First Class, U.S. Army.
Greg Gaddy, Sergeant, U.S. Marines. Rodney Wright, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Army. Seth Edwards, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. I'll step forward. Seth Edwards. Zanetta Cronin, Staff Sergeant, Air National Guard. Craig Adamson, Petty Officer, First Class, U.S. Navy. Ronald Helgeson, Petty Officer, First Class, Master Sergeant, U.S. Navy and U.S. Air Force. Jennifer Pruitt, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Mary Lammy, Captain, U.S. Air Force. Eric Sweeney, Chief Petty Officer, U.S. Navy. Robin Van Amberg, Petty Officer, Second Class, U.S. Navy. Rochelle Arnold, E-4 Specialist, U.S. Army. Okay. We have one more. Thomas Dean Neubauer, Jr., Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force.
So please join me in congratulating these wonderful graduates and thanking them for the service. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, General, and our military graduates for your service and for your sacrifice on all of our behalfs. Now, it is again a real true honor and privilege to ask the candidates for master's degrees to please rise. Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree that you have earned, to include the Masters of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Masters of Business Administration, Masters of Education, or Masters of Science, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Our master's candidates each will receive a hood that signifies their master's degree, bearing the color of their discipline. Performing the hooding today will be WGU Associate Provost Mitsu Phillips and Associate Provost Stacy Ludwig Johnson.
Rodney Wright, Master of Business Administration, IT Management. Misty Diefenbach, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Port Angeles. Seth Edwards, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Everett. Zanetta Cronin, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics, Otis Orchards. Craig Adamson, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Okanagan. Ronald Helgeson, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Port Orchard. Jennifer Pruitt, MBA, IT Management, Bellevue. Mary Lammy, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics, Lacey. Rochelle Arnold, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Federal Way. Eric Sweeney, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Marysville. Robin Van Amberg, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Spanaway. Thomas Dean Neubauer, Jr., Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Cheney. Timothy Robison, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Snohomish. Laura Scheel, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Gig Harbor. Lynn Doe, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Everett. Joseph Rowland, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Linwood. Tani Solberg, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Posbo. Brian Moorman, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Kent. Marie Louisa Sanders, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Tacoma. Dana Herman, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Port Orchard. Fazil Wildergray, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Mill Creek. Eric Marquez, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Sammamish. Brian Stepanek, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, North Bend. Aaron Weston, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Seattle. Deanna DeVries, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Vancouver. Bryce Griffith, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Lacey. Ryan Barrett, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Centralia. Mong Trin Vo, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Bothell. Margaret Snate, Master of Business Administration, Business Management, Seattle. Jimmy Harris, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare, Longview. Heidi Forbes, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Ferndale. Christine Burnsides, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Olympia. Deanna Bryan, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology, Puyallup. Sandia Udamala, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Bellevue. Heather Napland, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Mokilteo. Anthony Miller, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Bremerton. Reeve Fernandez, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Kirkland. Jason Underhill, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Ellensburg. Brian McCoy, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Olympia. Becky Dawson, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Snohomish. Alex Schmidt, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Renton. Amanda Wager, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Spokane. Jamie Cruz, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Issaquah. Corey Hayden, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Seattle. Echo Smasny, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Richland. Erica Whitfield, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Tacoma. Rob Hollis, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Marysville. Jameson Gibbons, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Federal Way. Amy Ross, Master of Business Administration, Redmond. Shannon Hallam, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Tacoma. Letitia Slowinski, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Forks. Eric Wilson, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Bremerton. Kathleen Beery, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Seattle. Jill James, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Pasco. Kyle Goodwin, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Veradale. Stacy Parkin, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Lake Tapps. Caitlin Schwalbach, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Bellevue. Lucinda Taylor, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Bothell. Aaron Brown, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Olympia. Catherine Erlin, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, University Place. Lauren Beth Yaki Jones, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Seattle. Gregory Flicker, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Renton. Marcus Zuger, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Shoreline. Jonathan Sprinky, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Seattle. Stacy Dixon, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Bremerton. Luke Absher, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Puyallup. Joseph St. John, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Spokane. Lisa St. John, Master of Business Administration, Management and Strategy, Spokane. Ashley Beck, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics Education, Redmond. Lori James, Master of Science, Special Education, Lake Stevens. Deborah Randall, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Sequim. Valerie Strong, Master of Education, Learning and Technology, Lake Stevens. Carol Rivera, Master of Education, Learning and Technology, Gig Harbor. Carol Harms, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Port Townsend. Deborah Anderson, Master of Arts, Mathematics Education, Olympia. Linda Seaworker, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Lake Taps. Leah Knibbe, Master of Arts, Mathematics Education, Richland. Stephanie Schumacher, Master of Science, Special Education, Bothell. Lindsay Palmer, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Seattle. Sharon Andrews, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Covington. Matthew Tipton, Master of Arts in Teaching, Science Education, Puyallup. Ana Flores Santiago, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics Education, Spanaway. Veronica Newman, Master of Education, Instructional Design, Renton. Denise A. Kelly, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Lake Stevens. Erica Mitchell, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics Education, Walla Walla. Michelle Lewis, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Lakewood. Tim Sebring, Master of Arts in Teaching, Social Science Education, Vancouver. Corrine Calderwood, Master of Science, Educational Leadership, Bremerton. Lindsay Carter, Master of Arts, English Language Learning, Seattle. Melinda Page, Master of Arts, Mathematics Education, Moses Lake. Robin Harrell, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Moses Lake. Ashley Beard, Master of Arts, Mathematics, Arlington. Erica LaPierre Burt, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Lake Stevens. Michelle Hillisland, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Tacoma. Allison Mahan, Master of Education, Instructional Design, Lacey. Robin Provost, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Othello. Lisa Joy Brannon, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics Education, Shoreline. Amanda Heffa, Master of Arts, English Language Learning, Gig Harbor. Lindy Clark, Master of Arts in Teaching, Mathematics Education, Milton. Deborah Gold, Master of Education, Learning and Technology, Yakima. Kylie Barnes, Master of Education, Learning and Technology, Goldendale. Terry Burke, Master of Science, Special Education, Yelm. Cheryl Hendricks, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Spokane. Cheryl Harrell, Master of Science, Curriculum and Instruction, Marysville. Gretchen Rhodes, Masters of Arts, Elementary Education, Bellingham. Kelly Mary, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Redmond. Lindsay Fiddler, Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education, Seattle. Cassandra Clark, Masters of Education, English Language Learning, Everett. Kristen Bingham, Post-Baccalaureate Teacher Preparation, Elementary Education, Puyallup. Gerald Weeder, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Federal Way. Noel Garcia, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Yakima. Melinda Papin, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Maple Valley. Elisa Shinvert, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Bellingham. Elaine Schnurl, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Breyer. Deborah Greaser, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Snohomish. Robin McIntyre, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Spokane Valley. Theron Shatuk, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Vancouver. Kylene Stengel, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Camas. Mary Lowe, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Education, La Center. Christine Adams, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Tumwater. Sarah Page, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Tigard, Oregon. Alicia Rajwani, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Kirkland. Michelle Colville, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Yakima. Heidi Anderson, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Yakima. Christy LaPierre, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Benton City. Courtney Caulfield, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Kennewick. Ann Hetzel, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Renton. Andrea Klein, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Auburn. Roberta Tuo, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Seattle. Michael Quaranta, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Issaquah. Karen Barter, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Shoreline. Jessica Kelchner, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Washougal. Kristen Kelly, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Mount Vernon. Jennifer Dutton, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Shoreline. Brandy Edwards, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Puyallup. Stephen Denning, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Bothell. Jenna Hannity, Master of Science, Nursing Education, Tacoma. Jennifer Starks, Master of Science, Nursing Leadership and Management, Gig Harbor. Jessica McKay, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Bremerton. Crystal Miller, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Tacoma. Matthew Wilkinson, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Lake Bay. Jason Schellert, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Auburn. Matthew Sargent, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Issaquah. Sheraz Renate, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Bellevue. Richard Pennington, Master of Science, Information Security and Assurance, Marysville. Matthew Hallam, Master of Business Administration, Information Technology Management, Tacoma.
Excuse me just a minute. I need for someone to follow me around all the time. That was wonderful. Graduates, we're very, very proud of you. You know, you're now fully invested with your master's degrees, and I'd like to now introduce the graduates who will be getting bachelor's degrees. So would all the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you this bachelor's degree or endorsement that you have earned, to include the Bachelor's of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or post-baccalaureate in teacher preparation endorsement programs, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Graduates would just the first row stand at the rest of you be seated, and the marshal will guide the first row up, and they'll guide you row by row.
Nancy Winchell, Bachelor of Science, Health Informatics, Shelton. Aaron Ussery, Bachelor of Science, Health Informatics, Linwood. Greg Grady, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Software, Vancouver. Margaret Gore, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Pasco. David Bowman, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Network Design and Management, Linwood. Michael Schweitzer, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Redmond. Danae Scribner, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Ellensburg. Teresa Olive, Bachelor of Arts, Early Childhood Education, Tacoma. Nancy Brogue, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies, Lake Bay. Catherine Ramsey, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Marysville. Marion Sawyer, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Port Angeles. Joy Groover, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies, Kelso. Corintha Taylor, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Cedro Woolley. April Clark, Bachelor of Arts, Science Education, Cedro Woolley. Erica Smith, Bachelor of Arts, Social Science Education, Bonnie Lake. Rowan Parker, Bachelor of Arts, Early Education, Seattle. Olivia Murphy, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Renton. Sapphire Tedderud, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Ephrata. Tricia Larson, Bachelor of Arts, Science Education, Kirkland. Sean Baker, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies, Fife. Allison Combs, Bachelor of Arts, Science Education, Black Diamond. Ashley Johnston, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Spanaway. Christopher Kincaid, Bachelor of Arts, Science Education, Lake Stevens. Janelle Harless, Bachelor of Arts, Mathematics Education, Cosmopolis. Alexander Martin, Bachelor of Arts, Mathematics Education, Bridgeport. Melissa Jaminer, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Tacoma. Kelly Sullivan, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Trout Lake. April Rivero, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Puyallup. Lori Gauthier, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Lakewood. Julie Sumption, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Kennewick. Kristen Good, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies, Kennewick. Kevin Wright, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Puyallup. Jason Boyd, Post-Baccalaureate Teacher Preparation, Social Science Education, Sequim. Erica Sear, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Vancouver. Krista Higgs, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education, Olympia. Diane Simons, Bachelor of Arts, Early Education, Lake Taps. Suzanne Adams, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Bothell. Katrina Harris, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Human Resource Management, Castle Rock. Christopher Bean, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Tacoma. Kelly Rick, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Olympia. Sally McCullen, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Seattle. Jacinta Schaus, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Stanwood. John Heath, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Puyallup. Joshua Moore, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Gig Harbor. Ashley Morris, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Rochester. Lori Miller, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Snohomish. Amber Cartner Eastman, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Centralia. Thomas Locke, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Kennewick. R.K. Fernandez, Bachelor of Science, Business Human Resource Management, Yakima. Craig Surratt, Bachelor of Science, Human Resource Management, Federal Way. Brenda Holt, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Kirkland. John Olson, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Tacoma. Lydia Mills, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Edmonds. Derek Cray, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology Management, Shoreline. Benjamin Scott, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Renton. Darla Laliker, Bachelor of Science, Human Resource Management, Bellevue. Tyler Woodbridge, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Renton. Angie Carlisle, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Mill Creek. Brant Bailey, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Olympia. Juanita Stevens, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Walla Walla. Brandy Hagan, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Poulsbo. Shyla Davis, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Bremerton. Dana Montgomery, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Ephrata. Wilson Enhar, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Bothell. Sherry Ann Hall, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Federal Way. Erin Kane, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Seattle. Rebecca Adams, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Vancouver. Deborah Ireland, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Goldendale. Pamela Harvey, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Kennewick. Rachel Arquette, Bachelor of Science Human Resource Management, Port Orchard. Caitlin Snodgrass, Bachelor of Science Human Resource Management. Sean Hill, Bachelor of Science, Montesanto. Signe Hill, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Bremerton. Tulsi McCarthy, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Seattle. Cameron Dean, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Chehalis. Matt Johnson, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Everett. Timothy Peters, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Bothell. Jocelyn Johnson, Bachelor of Science Marketing Management, Des Moines. Chandra Johnson, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Snohomish. Nathan Bergstead, Bachelor of Science Human Resource Management, Vancouver. Chris Barrett, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Puyallup. Regina Yarbrough, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Olympia. Don Anderson, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Renton. Scott Morey, Bachelor of Science Information Technology Management, Redmond. Barbara Carlson, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Auburn. Melissa Hedman, Bachelor of Science Human Resource Management, Linwood. Janelle Yurth, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Kenmore. Ronan Velarde, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Federal Way. Rayanne Massert, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Maple Valley. Tracy Farrell, Bachelor of Science Human Resource Management, Chihuahua. Tonya Simmons, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Covington. Christopher Anderson, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Everett. Rebecca June, Bachelor of Science Marketing Management, Des Moines. Carrie McLaughlin, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Everett. Christina White, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Longview. Aubrey Cortez, Bachelor of Science Marketing Management, Bellevue. Cord Rose, Bachelor of Science Information Technology Management, Puyallup. Ed Atwater, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Silverdale. Krista Woodhull, Bachelor of Science Information Technology Management, Linwood. Melanie Mahorick, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Puyallup. Jeanette Wharton, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Orting. Wendy Nichols, Bachelor of Science Marketing Management, Federal Way. Nikki Roberts, Bachelor of Science Marketing Management, Bothell. Bobby Swanasit Simmons, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Bellingham, Washington. Wayne Shad, Bachelor of Science Marketing Management, Maple Valley. Catherine Caleppo, Bachelor of Science Human Resource Management, Federal Way. Lisa Carlin, Bachelor of Science Business Management, Pasco. Amanda Morse, Bachelor of Science Accounting, Spokane. Kelly Jackson, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Tacoma. Catherine O'Neill, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Tacoma. Paula Pugh, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Marysville. Sarah Harkovich, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Edgewood. Melinda McManus, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Moses Lake. Drew Ludwig, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Bellevue. Jessica Fow, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Human Resources, Seattle. Sandra Brait, Bachelor of Science, Human Resource Management, Graham. Deanne McClung, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Shelton. Jeff Demke, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Seattle. Tracy Hart, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Des Moines. Fred Wilds, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Renton. Tammy Banna Conway, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Tacoma. Tom Schlesler, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management, Marysville. Charles Walker, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Seattle. Melissa Dalton, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Spokane. Laura Lopez, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Shelton. Cassandra Atkinson, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Renton. Dawn Netherton, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Covington. Corey Carson, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Kent. Melissa Martin Gilhoover, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Auburn. Marie Betcher, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Puyallup. Kelly Knopf Burke, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Deer Park. Alana Larrett, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Seattle. Manju Chitri, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Mukilteo. Linda Hollibird, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Monroe. Deanna Scott, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Yakima. Mark Shackelford, Bachelor of Science, Health Informatics, Issaquah. Grace Wahome, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Fife. Donald Ederer, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Shoreline. Archie Urbino II, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Seattle. Mallet Krubali, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Bothell. Fonda Yerkes, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Graham. Tara Zamaron, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Othello. Catherine Scott, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Bellingham. Deborah Bishop, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Montlake Terrace. Shauna Myers, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Olympia. Annette Hill Onstott, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Olympia. Andrea Dittmeyer, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Goldendale. Megan Shelton, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Bremerton. Jamesita Warren, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Aberdeen. Wendy Thorne, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, University Place. Andrea Correa, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Lacey. Daniel Brunel, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology Management, Vancouver. Jaron Leach, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Spokane. Stephen Arita, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Network Design and Management, Hilo, Hawaii. Martin Braun, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Software, Mill Creek. Stephen Forsberg, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Software, East Wenatchee. Scott Miller, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Software, Redmond. Derek McNeil, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Security, Tacoma. Jaswant Uppal, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology and Security, Kent. James Schmidt, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Network Administration, Renton. Don Saunders, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Databases Emphasis, Auburn. Jesse Yates, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology Management, Sammamish. William Solacek, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Security, Surrey, British Columbia. Zach Otto, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Bonnie Lake.
So bachelor graduates, you may now turn your tassels to signify your graduation, and congratulations! Now's the moment that we're going to make your graduation go viral. Would everybody take out their cell phones, please? Make them active. And what I'd like for you to do is my hashtag symbol on its way. Aha.
Here, ready.
So, what we want you to do is to use your Twitter and Instagram accounts, take a picture, and then use this hashtag. Oh, that's all right, Jake. And you can see, can everybody read that even high up in the audience? Okay. Graduates, take your what was that? It's upside down, but other than that, yeah. Hey, perfection comes extra. So what we'd love for you to do, graduates, is to take a selfie right now. Members of the audience, take a picture of what you are looking at, and then send it to this address. And it's hashtag #WGU WA14. Okay, let's do that. Have fun with it. Everybody. Have you taken that selfie yet? Okay, everybody smile. So, how you doing? We should have a few thousand pictures up on the web if you all participated. You know, it seems appropriate if we're an online school, we need to be with it with all these social media things. Well, I think we've done it. And once again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell you how proud we are, graduates, of your accomplishment. And you know, we look forward to learning what you're going to do with your new degrees. I wrote a little poem to you that's in the inside of your diploma cover. It's longer than this, but essentially I admire you because you chased your dream with determination and you triumphed. May this new chapter bring you renewed passion, inspiration, and happiness, but always remember to dream further, never give up. Best wishes and congratulations, graduates. For our closing, here is Valerie Lopez, accompanied by Grammy-nominated pianist Josh Rawlings, to sing the song Brand New Day, which we at WGU Washington dedicate to you, our graduates.
the dark clouds roll away and the sun begins to shine, I see my freedom from across the way, and it comes right in on time. Well, it shines so bright and it gives so much light, and it comes from the God above. Makes me feel so free, makes me feel at ease, and lights my life with love. And it seems like, yes, it feels like, yo, it seems like, oh, it feels like a brand new day. Oh, yeah, a brand new day. I was lost, double-crossed, with my hands behind my back. I was long-time hurt, thrown in the dirt, thrown out on the railroad tracks. I've been used, I've been abused, oh, and so confused, and I didn't have nowhere to run. But then I stood and I looked, yeah, my eyes got hooked on that beautiful morning sun. Seems like, yes, it feels like, yes, it seems like, oh, it feels like a brand new day. Oh, a brand new day. Yes, it feels like a brand new day. It seems like, yes, it feels like, oh, it seems like, oh, it feels like a brand new day, a brand new day, a brand new day. It seems like, yes, it feels like, oh, it seems like, yes, it feels like, oh, a brand new day. It's all a brand new day.
you, Valerie. What a beautiful song for the closing. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Josh, for that tribute to our graduates. Well, this is the end of our ceremony, and we hope that it was everything that you wished it would be. Just your presence here today with your achievement, I'm sure, was worth every moment. So we're going to start the recessional, and I have a request for the audience. Would you please remain at your place until the last of our graduates has exited, and then please join your graduates in the lobby of the first floor, some overflow in the second floor, where we'll have a reception for you. Okay, thanks very, very much. Now, graduates and audience, please stand for the recessional.